Hey everyone, it's Lily from Siser North America. Today we're talking EasyPatterns. What are they? Why should you use them? And how do they work? If you have any of these questions, stick around because I've got some answers for you. Siser EasyPatterns are high-quality printed patterns that are designed for your craft cutter. If they sound familiar to you, it might be because they've been out for a few years, but we decided it was time to revisit them, update the patterns, update the quality, and just make sure everything's in tip-top shape for you guys. If you want to see all the swatches of the new EasyPatterns, including a new red buffalo plaid that you guys have been asking us for, you can check those out on the Siser North America app. EasyPatterns are perfect for designs that would be too time-consuming or too difficult to create out of standard HTV. There's less cutting, weeding, and application time overall. For example, this mermaid scales pattern has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors, and that's before I even get to the gradient, which really makes this pattern pop, and you don't want to lose that. So 7 colors layered on a shirt, that's going to be really heavy and really time consuming, but you don't have to deal with all that when you have EasyPatterns. New Siser EasyPatterns are different from standard HTV because they come with a printed face and they're on a static backing, so it's not sticky like EasyWeed. You're going to place them on your cutting mat with the pattern side up, and now you need to make sure that your images are not mirrored or flipped. Other nice thing about new EasyPatterns is they come in a 12-inch width, so they fit perfectly on your cutting mat. Cut settings for EasyPatterns are pretty similar to EasyWeed, but you can check out our website for the recommended settings for your machine. After cutting, you can weed like usual with your Siser weeder. If you had a good cut, then weeding can be pretty simple, but if you had a bad cut, you need to be really careful because it is on that static backing. It's not going to be sticky like EasyWeed. However, if you do make a mistake while weeding, you might be able to save it with this next step that we're going to do, which is called masking. So masking is just the process of picking up the pattern off of this static backing to expose the adhesive side. Right now, if I were to press this underneath my heat press, it would seal itself to the back, and that's not what we're trying to do here. So instead, I'm going to use a bit of our TTD high tack mask, which is compatible with our color print products as well. I'm just going to separate it from this backing. This is just on here so it doesn't stick to itself. You can put that aside. Now there are a couple ways you can go about masking, and it all just depends on your personal preference. You can start from the center and roll out. You can start from an edge and roll down, or you can do those same options with your mask on the table and with your patterns either rolling from the center out or rolling from a side down. I prefer to put the pattern on the table, start from the center, and roll all the way down. No matter which way you decide to do it, you're going to need a squeegee just to add some good pressure on there and transfer it over to your mask. Now, you just need to separate it from the backing. One big motion. Now you're ready to heat apply. EasyPatterns are applied at the same time and temperature and pressure as EasyWeed. So my heat press is set to 305 degrees with medium pressure, and it can actually be layered on top of EasyWeed products just like EasyWeed. So my first layer is going to be EasyWeed Electric Grape, and then I will press the patterns afterward. So one thing to keep in mind when you're designing is that the color underneath can affect how easy it is to read your text. So I did a little testing first and ended up deciding on that electric grape color, but you can tell some of them are great, some of them not so good. So just something to keep in mind. So before I go ahead and press this tank top on here, I do have these big bulky seams around the armpits and the neck there. I'm just gonna put a heat transfer pillow on the inside. And this pillow will just let those seams sink in, and I'll have even pressure across the whole application. Since this is a 100% cotton tank top, I am gonna pre-press it just for a couple seconds. That also gives me a chance to adjust my pressure if necessary. And now I've got a smooth, wrinkle-free, moisture-free surface. You can always find the center of your transfers just by folding it in half like that. I'm gonna go 2 to 3 fingers down from the collar. Cover sheet one more time. And we're just gonna do a 1-second press since it is an EasyWeed product. This time, I'm gonna go for a full 10-second press on the EasyPatterns. EasyPatterns are a warm peel. So just give it a second before you remove that TTD high tag mask. So instead of throwing away that little bit of mask I just used, I'm actually gonna use it again to pick up my other piece. Squeegee it again. And get it off that backing. So just like you can layer EasyWeed underneath EasyPatterns, you can layer glitter on top of EasyPatterns. So I'm going to put our mermaid blue with our mermaid scales and actually apply it with the home iron this time. So I don't really need this pillow in here anymore since I can really like get in on it with the heat press. It's not gonna get in the way of these seams now. So just to make sure, I'm gonna line up both pieces, my glitter and my patterns. This way, I'll actually have space for them on my shirt. Just gonna eyeball it. Now I'm just gonna take the glitter off because we do have to do everything one by one. But now I know that after I press my mermaid tail, there will still be space for that glitter. Cover sheet on top. My iron is on the cotton setting, and we are just gonna press for about 5 seconds because we're gonna hit it again when we do the glitter. Remember, you might have a little bit of lifting just because we have tacked it, so go carefully. But it's all gonna get pressed down when we go back over it again with our glitter here. Cover sheet one more time. This time we're gonna go for the full 10 seconds. If there's any section that didn't get underneath the iron the first time around, you want to lift and then press that next section for the same amount of time. And now you can peel back the glitter carrier. And this shirt is ready to party. So I'll bet once your party guests see those amazing mermaid scales, they're gonna wanna take some home for themselves. So you can decorate little treat pouches with your Cricut EasyPress. I'm gonna put it on top of the pressing mat and just get all the wrinkles out. Now I'm gonna use a fresh piece of TTD high tack. You probably could get away with reusing that piece I used before one more time, but since this one has tiny letters, I wanna make sure it's extra sticky and extra fresh. That way we don't lose anything. Give it a good squeegee. flip it up over, place it onto our pressing mat, cover sheet, and now we'll press it. I have my EasyPress set to 335 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. Right. Now we're just going to peel back that ever so gently. Perfect. EasyPatterns create all new ways to decorate. Mermaid scales could even be fish scales, dragon scales, or anything you want to make out of it. To purchase EasyPatterns, contact your authorized distributor or reseller. If you're not sure who that is, you can reach out to us at info@siserna.com and we'll be happy to point you in the right direction. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell so you get all those notifications when we post a new video. I'm Lily from Siser North America. Thanks for watching Clued Into Crafting.